Know that you have signed the document. Yeah. And you are taking it for position. I mean, public position for tomorrow. If tomorrow. Yes. If people reject, what will be the consequences?
We said we can amend the document. Amendment can be delete all the clauses. Why not?
Okay.
I've been in this house.
I think, Chair, you need to introduce some level of seriousness in the responses that we are getting from the governor.
The questions.
I wish that you take this process a bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Because
allow me to continue. Clause 6.2.
The chair.
Just allow me to answer. Clause 6.2 provides that the agreement, together with any amendments, remember public participation, which you've done, which you've done many times, is not empirical, it's not a vote. It is not. Public participation, in fact, people can mobilize and say, let me bring 1,000 people to say we want this agreement. And somebody else says, let me bring also 200 people to say there's no agreement. It's not an empirical process. But it's a process when the law has said specifically, and I need you to guide, the law that Kenyans wrote, that went through public participation, says specifically there must be an agreement. The law has said that. No, the law says there must be an agreement. So do we go to Kenyans again to ask them, should we have an agreement?
Chair.
So, what? Please.
Your Excellency, the question is, of course, agreement must be there.
Must be an agreement.
But this one has already been signed, and they're treating through public participation. So if they reject,
before the agreement, there should be a conversation. What we are asking is, did you converse with the people of Nairobi that we want to do this and this and this?
Okay.
Are you agreeable?
So that we don't split hairs.
Just one intervention.
You as the committee.
Just one intervention. Just to remind all of us that that law that you're quoting, the Urban Areas and Cities Act, is subject to the Constitution. It is not greater than the Constitution. It is the Constitution that elevates the people above all of these things that you're saying. Governor, I've seen you doing public participation before you embarked on projects. When we had this conversation when Karungo Wathangwa was the chair of housing, and you wanted to do Woodley, for instance, we were engaging members of public from Woodley before you ever did the groundbreaking. And then once that was complete, we proceed with the project. Surely, Governor, you know that what you're saying is not true.
Chair, please allow me to answer questions asked. Yeah? Chair, if public participation can be done better, let's do it. Senator SIFUNA, you're right.
Same.
Yeah, you're right. 100% same. I can give you now. You're right, it can be done. But for me, let me tell you, I don't split hairs because it is the end for me that is so important. Yes, public participation is important. But I've told you the lack of the empirical nature of participation. Senator Manzo, you know how you people organize yourselves when there's public participation on an issue that you're keen on. Yeah. So we will hear what the views are. Already, I've had things that need to be amended. Already, from the public, I have had. But both levels of government then will review what has come from the people. We'll have to review it. But there must be an agreement. Guys, the capital will not change without this provision. Unless you tell me another provision of adding 80 billion or 100 billion to the city, there is, please, provide, if it's conditional grants, do it in the Senate. Give it to us. Yeah? Let me hear during the budget policy statement that you've increased Nairobi's allocation by 80. I will retire this agreement. I will not need it. But for now, I must, as the governor, as a responsible governor, who cares for his people, I must find whichever way that will get me resources to sort of this city. I must get it. Lazima I work. You know, I don't have another route. Remember, let me give you another example. Yesterday in Parliament, you've discussed the National Infrastructure Fund. Yeah. This National Infrastructure Fund will create around 5 trillion. That is the goal. Already 2 trillion has been created. This is the way I want to plug into it. Because you cannot go to think of yourself. Now, how do I plug in and get projects for the city? Whether it is massive road projects, the city is 250 billion, and I keep asking for more projects. How will I plug into the Sovereign Wealth Fund without an arrangement with the government and a setting where I am chairing a committee that is discussing this every 2 weeks? We have to be pragmatic.
We accept it and we appreciate that we must get doing these things. But our procedures have fallen laws.
Yes, that is where you guide. Yeah, you guide us. Pending bills of NMS, yes, those ones must be paid. The difference, we've not created a new entity or organization here. There is no counting officer that has been created. If Kura's budget, they get an additional 8 billion. The DG of Kura will still have to account. Yes. But who defines and determines which roads are done in that 5 billion? Where do we prioritize? You know, whether it is Agwins, whether it is whatnot, is the forum where I'm chairing. So that I can also, I mean, we even have Kera in Nairobi, rural roads. What are they doing in Nairobi? So, Chair, that's the difference between us and NMS. And I promised, Chair, as Senator, I also promised as Governor that I would never transfer functions from Nairobi. I said it in the Assembly, I will not transfer. I think Article 187 is a bad provision. Counties need to be strengthened to do better. So if you have a better way to do it, please, that is why you have a committee of devolution. Your work is to protect the interests of counties and their governments. And that is who is here. A county and its government, isn't it?